recording. Yup, we live. What's good, people? Welcome back to the Diamond Shop. And today, man, we gonna cook up a little sample, man. I went vinyl shopping a little bit, caught a couple vinyl records, and I was just going through. I found, this piece on this sample that I was digging. So I was like, man, let me just grab that and try to chop that up and see if you can come up with some to that. So yeah, man, we just gonna go for what we know. I already got the piece chopped up. I'm still trying to decide if I want to chop it on a timeline or do I want to chop it up on the or do I want to chop it up to some keys? That's what I'm trying to decide if I want to chop it up on a timeline, chop it up to some keys. But let me play the little piece so y'all can hear it. So basically a little horn part, you know. Yeah, just a nice little horn. I just found it on one of the old records. You can see the record sound dirty because it is. It got to be clean, but like I said, I ain't even take the time to do it. I just snatched it and just started going through it. And by the time I found this, I was like, man, shit, let me just record it in and just try to get started with some on it. Cause I feeling that piece is actually a lot more in there that I want to sample too. That I am gonna go back and sample, but shit, as of right now, I'm just rocking with this portion. So first thing I want to do is bring it all the way back, then change my grid to absolute value, cause I need to figure out the tempo. Logic ain't like Pro Tools. At least at least the version I'm using. It ain't like Pro Tools, to where you can identify a beat and then it'll automatically do the tempo. Yeah, unless I just don't know about it. So if you know about it, then let me know down in the comments, cause then I'll be able to figure out how to do it that way. But I'm usually cool with doing it on the timeline anyway, cause once I get it on beat, then I can just decide how I wanna chop it up by then. So I don't really be tripping. But it would be easy to just do like you could do it in Pro Tools and do beat identify. Just slice it, then select it, and then hit the beat identify, and then it automatically set the grid up on tempo. But it is what it is. We'll do it the long way. That's why. That's another reason why I be cutting my like I cut samples like I might try to make sure I always cut them up on a downbeat. Just in case I know I gotta. You know, it's easier you know to grid it out once you fucking know like you already on a downbeat. So from there, all you gotta do is count the bars. You know what I'm saying? Just count the bars. That's all you gotta do. And then just once you count the certain amount of bars you want, you already got the downbeat. You know where it turn around at, and you just stretch it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Stretch it however many bars that the piece is, and that'll make it on beat. Y'all finna see me do the shit. I don't know why I just that's just the process that I use. I don't know, man. That might just be me though. But y'all finna see me do the shit. I don't even know why I took all that time to explain it. But Yeah, I know that's another downbeat right there. So, and I done got to the point where I can just kind of like look at the wave and automatically know like, exactly where that sample started. Exactly where that sample piece started. I don't got so good to where I can just look at the wave and just tell the change in the wave to know where I need to slice it at exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you slice stuff and they have a little click or pop in it or something. That happen when you slice it incorrectly on the actual sample, the actual bit of the sample in the audio file. So you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, how the waveform change. Shit, I gotta scroll. See, like, shit, that could be a point right there. And then once you dig all the way down to the sample and you see it's flat with the actual line, that's right. That's right in between that point right there. So I'm just gonna slice right there and we're gonna see if I was correct. Damn, pretty much. I looked like I was a little bit early, but I'm thinking you can still see where it changed the type of wave pattern though. So let me see. Cause that saxophone do hit pretty loud, so I could have mistaken that for the kick. It's actually off beat. That's what it is. It don't fall exactly online, but from there, that's just a judgment call whether you wanna do it before or after, because you can always kind of stretch it and still make it on beat and adjust it as you go along. You know what I'm saying? See, for me, I don't need that kick drum in there anyway, so I slice it, slice out them, you know what I'm saying, that however many pieces of the audio sample. I slice that off because I don't necessarily need, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's probably just milliseconds of distance in between the samples and shit. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You had to been a did this shit to kind of get what I'm getting at. See, and I say it in right there. I could chop it sooner, but I'm trying to get the whole amount of bars. Let me see. Yeah, man. A lot of times that shit just be a judgment call, and depending on just exactly what parts you want to keep and where you want to stretch from. That's all. So these go. These two gonna be my sample pieces right here. Them two gonna be the pieces I'ma use. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave them slices up there, so I can always come back to them if I need them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the untouched sample. Even though it's cut and it's dragged, I can always just drag it back together, or either I can just, you know what I'm saying, just pull this piece all the way back out if I needed to get back to a certain portion that's been untouched. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna mute that, move that out the way. Now we're gonna focus on getting this sample on tempo. So I pretty much done got them cut at down there like the proper amount of bars. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to get 8 bars out of both pieces. You know, so I had me something to work with. So now I got the 2 pieces lined up. As you can see, I already dropped them down 8 ball. That's why I moved them. I moved them so I can drop them down 8 bars. You know what I'm saying? So I basically slid it to where it would actually start if it was already on tempo. Basically, that's what I did. And then once we make these time adjustable, you make them time adjustable. I usually use polyphonic. You know what I'm saying? You just go up to the little icon up there and they'll show flex time, what it's called. I can't think of what it was called. Then from there, you just grab shit, both of them samples right there. Boom, and just make them. Now, that one went a little longer, so we got to see. But it's basically damn near already, it should be already on damn near time. You know what I'm saying? You might have to still do some adjusting. But it's still pretty much almost be directly on time already. See, I think that first part might need to be adjusted. Both of them need to be adjusted, but I feel like the second part is more closer to being on tempo than the first part is though. Let me see. And then that's the thing too about a lot of these old records, man. They was playing in unison and they were playing together and they was playing to a tempo, but it's never gonna be, that human with that human. It not necessarily even human error. It's just like the human element altogether. It just give it a certain swing, so it's not always gonna be directly on beat to the grid unless you adjust it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them old records, they playing in unison, they playing on tempo, they playing together, so it sound like they on beat, but they not exactly hitting on the right exact same millisecond like a fucking computer would. You know what I'm saying? So it's the human thing, and that would also give it life too at the same time though. That give it life, but shit, it just be a pain sometimes when you doing it in this method and adjusting it to the grid in this way. I probably still go back and chop it. I don't know, man. I'm just fucking, I'm just streaming and just fucking with it until I find something that I like. So I might still go back and slice it up and add it to pads and shit. I just ain't want to have to go through the trouble of bouncing them to no damn files and shit. But I'm still gonna go detect the tempo. I'm still gonna go do all that. I mean, I'm gonna detect the key. I'm gonna do all that. But it's easier when you got this shit on beat already. It's just easier to do it like that. So I'm gonna adjust it manually as I need to. See that kit right there. And sometimes, man, some of these players were playing so good that all you got to do is nudge it just a little bit. So even with them having that human, that human element in it, with everybody having their own swing. Shit, man, you can tell these were some great musicians for real. Cause man, the closest they playing on tempo like a tempo like a damn computer would. Like you be like, damn man, they were really in unison and playing together like and had that same beat every time, same amount of time. So that's just I feel like that's probably the show of some damn professional musicianship from that time or wherever this record came from. See, that's why I feel like it started getting off it, but I feel like it was because like this era right here. That look like that's where that snare hit, so I might just need to nudge that song. Let me see. See, you still gotta nudge it. I still had to nudge it a little bit in other areas too later on, but it's kind of already close to being on. Instead of having to do little nudges all the way along the way, I'm trying to see if I can find somewhere at the end that I can nudge up that I can just kind of like knock everything else on. Like, like it might be a snare right there. If I nudge this, we gonna see how good that did. See, and that shit, it's you know what I'm saying. Shit, pretty much on beat now. You know what I'm saying. And it still got a little bit of that human element going on with it too, cause it's on beat, but it's not exactly on beat, so it's still gonna feel like loose, like a human played it almost. That was the wrong spot there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I wanted to use that part anyway though. For real, for real. Just to save time, I'm gonna mute that for right now. I ain't gonna worry about using that right now. I ain't gonna need to worry about using that right now. Nah, at this point, what you could do is shit. You can bounce this. I just like to bounce it just to be on the safe side. Not just name it sample. Just so I can lock in the changes that I made with it, without having to make it time flexible. You know what I'm saying? Without having to make it flex. Cause when you make it flex and you using, I'm using an isotope stem maker. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have it as no time stretch file when you're doing it like that. So that's why I make it an initial audio file. Let me see. Fuck that shit it. Alright. So go to isotope ARA music rebalance and ask you to play it. You know what I'm saying? Then you make your stems from this track. I'm giving y'all ass some sauce right now. I'm telling you, boy. Giving y'all ass some motherfucking sauce, dog. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you how to. I'm telling you some fucking sauce. I usually don't even be telling motherfuckers this shit. But then you go remove all the whatever part. I like to separate that shit out in different parts. The parts that I'ma use. So I'ma bounce that. Bounce that part. I'm just gonna call that music. As far as the bass line go, I'ma listen at the bass line. And I'ma see if it's something I wanna keep. And I'll listen at the percussion too, see if it's something that I might wanna keep. Shit, it might be cool to keep this bass line, so it might be something that you could use it as a guide or something. Sample, do bass. Cause you might be able to use it as a guide to lay your own bass line. So that's the thing. I'ma listen at this percussion, but I doubt I'ma use that all. I kind of want to add my own drums unless the drums got something special about them. Let's see. Actually, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna use none of that because it seemed like it helped it. It seemed like it helped it. All that dirt from that record. All that additional noise from that record that make it kind of seemed like it helped it. So, let me see. Yeah, cause most of the static and stuff gonna be in the high end range of the song, the mids, the high, you know what I'm saying, from the mids up through the highs and shit. So most of that noise gonna be like that. So of course it's not gonna be in the bass. Let's listen to it in the music. It still got a little of that dirt and grit, but not so much that it's distracting like it was with it, like with the percussion and shit. Or like it was as the whole sample. So it kinda did the noise cleaning too, you know what I'm saying, taking all the percussion out. Even though some of the shit that it took out probably wasn't percussion, it probably associated with that high end and that noise and shit, that crackle and all that. It probably associated it with it to make it to make it sound clean in the end. So that's what we're gonna use. And it's already on tempo. Now that it's already on tempo, you go back and make these two parts that you bounced. Make them two parts that you bounce. I like to put my shit on polyphonic. I don't like that slicing shit, cause that shit be having shit sounding choppy and shit too much. But put that polyphonic on your 2 bounce tracks. So now you got 2 stemmed out tracks that's already on tempo. But now you can put them back on flex mode, because you can pretty much start building from there. You know what I'm saying? Everything should already be on tempo. Both of the pieces that you bounced out. Now what I gotta do, I gotta fucking do a key detect. Since I ain't got fucking auto tunes key detect at the moment, I'm gonna use key find. I'm gonna use the key finder. We're gonna go to over here. Then we're just gonna show files and finder. Go back to key finder. Drag that over. Run batch analysis. Is gonna give us something like G minor. So, alright. So I'm gonna change that to sample G minor. So I know that the sample is in G minor. So I know what notes and shit I need to be starting on. And it ain't like I got G minor scale memorized and that shit. I just gotta figure out what notes go in that motherfucker, and I'll be able to play it. Shit. Or either, what I may do, I might, since I already know it's about G minor, I transpose that shit to C minor. And I know C minor scale like it ain't shit. So I'll play that shit in C minor, transpose the sample to C minor, play that shit in C minor, and then transpose that shit back down if I have to save time, because sometimes I don't be feeling like looking up no damn scales and shit. Alright, so now we can pretty much start seeing how we want to build around this bitch. Let me see. Damn stream. I think the stream tripping. Hopefully that shit still together though. Fucking stream. Alright. So I know I got G minor. Gonna find the G on the keyboard. Doom 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 doom. Then we're gonna count how many half steps. You know what I'm saying? So we know how much we need to pitch it. So I'm going from G minor to C minor, transposing it. So we're gonna go 5 half steps up. Transpose it 5 half steps up. Now it's in C minor. It should be in C minor if it detected the right key. Should be in C minor now. Yeah, man. Sometimes these damn plugin be taking a while to load too. I should have loaded that shit up before I even started the stream. So when Jay had to be sitting here wait for that motherfucker to load. But shit, I got the key detected. you know, then you transpose it to a key that you're more comfortable with. Shit, so it's nothing for me to go to from G minor to C minor. You just count the amount of half steps you need to go up, find that on the keyboard, count the amount of half steps you need to go up, and then that's the number that you add into the transpose, and then it's gonna take it up into that key. That's the way it worked for me. I don't know if I'm putting it technically right. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if I ain't, you know, then I ain't just goddamn begging your pardon and shit, cause shit, it's the shit work, it work. I might not be saying it, the technically correct way, but shit, nigga, that shit work, it work. It be still taking forever, bruh. But it's crazy, cause it be taking a little minute to load. I should have started with another VST. It should be taking a little minute to load, but it don't seem like it's that fucking CPU intensive though. So, but now I already know I got it on, and I could still go back and chop it too. You know what I'm saying? I could probably still go back and chop it, but we're gonna start off just playing with it, and we'll see how close we are to being on beat and on being on beat and on key. It should be in C minor. See, I like that right there. Shit, I fuck with that. Hold up. I fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit. I'm kinda fucking with that. I wasn't expecting just to use them damn pads like that, but it's always a possibility you can go through and change the damn sound. But of course I'm finna fucking kind of manually quantize shit. I want it to be on beat, man. I want the shit to be on beat, but shit, I kind of like that shit there. Sound alright to me. Also, but we gonna keep building from there. If we don't like some shit, we'll just change it. I kind of want to start with some keys. I gotta find the right fucking keys, man. Bro, you know what? I might just even start with some fucking drums on this bitch, man. And then maybe I can get a vibe of where I want to take it off of the drums and shit. That's why I kind of wanted to chop that motherfucker up on the keys too, like the way you would do it on some pads. I still want to try that way too and play around so I can play the chops and shit instead of just going straight off this basically a fucking loop. And just trying to pull up some drums real quick. I'm gonna use this clap. You ain't gotta do it number that amount of time, cause you ain't gotta do nothing but loop that bitch. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be, I ain't saying this gonna be my final snap, but I just wanted to do it just to get a vibe. I'm finna play with this tempo song. Using a note repeater. Damn, man, I found a hard ass bass. I found a hard ass bass that'll go with this shit, but I don't remember where the fuck is it. Shit, that one sound good though. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take this shit down some. You don't necessarily need that, but it add a different, cooler texture to it. Though. See, that be the thing about it though. You don't be knowing if you wanna, well, me, sometimes, man, I can take a beat so many different ways, and then I don't even be knowing how exactly I'ma use that motherfucker. But man, I'm telling you, I be taking the beat so many different ways. I don't know how I'ma use it, but I just like trying stuff and experiment with it and seeing what works. I might even go back and change them hi-hats and shit. Let me see. See, I like that bass line, but I kind of still want to throw some 808s on that bitch too, though. Let me start finding a kick and a snare. Try this kick. I don't really like that. I gotta start organizing shit, cause shit kind of got all over the place. I like to keep my shit in a certain order. Yeah, man. So we just adding other shit now. So got a nice little bop. I may or may not keep them same hi-hats. Nah, maybe maybe I'll go back and start adding like keys or something, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to find some keys or something to lay on top. Trying to find some keys, some cool shit that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I was just fucking off. See how that other sounding. I don't know, man. Maybe that bitch don't even need nothing else, man. Just some vocals on top shit. I don't know. Let me see. Transpose it back down to what it would have been. Oh shit. Hold up. See, I don't like the effect that she got on my drums. I'm kind of fucking with that. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of fucking with that shit though. I like them right here. This right here sound. This shit sound more grown man talk. This shit, this one right here sound. I like this key right here. This shit sound more just like grown man talk, like for real, like boss talk type shit. I just feel like they be here just more bossy talk, like a motherfucker just getting on there talking this shit, like. I still kind of want to add some 808 in that bit too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I still kind of want to add some 808. Not no overbearing 808, just some shit that knock to accentuate that fucking analog bass line. They sound like they're hitting way too low. Gotta transpose these. Oh yeah, hitting way too low. Just trying some. I'm gonna change the kick patterns up to match along with that bass mo. Cause now it's kind of offset, but I want to change it up. Well, it ain't off as much as I thought it was, so. Yeah, shit. I think that's straight on that one, man. As far as like the way that I used it on that one, I think that's straight. I'm definitely gonna revisit that shit though. But I ain't finna be maybe for another stream. Just gonna lay this out. Yep. Just gonna lay this out. It's the beat preview. Let's get it.
If you're shopping for a Diamond. If you're shopping for a diamond,
All right, man. So that's that beat cook up. Shit. So I might take a break and come back and do chop that same sample up and chop it to the pads and stuff, and shit, do another live stream just to play around with it and see where it go. This one came out pretty cool, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
if you're shopping for a diamond,
It came out alright. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little bop to it. But it's definitely some other things that I could do with that sample. So I might take a break, and then if I decide to come back and stream again, then I use that same sample. We'll go about it a different way. But other than that, man, make sure y'all hit them links, man. Check out the beat store. I got more beats that I'm gonna be uploading up there soon. And shit. Yeah, man, stay on y'all grind. Don't let nobody stop you, man. Keep God first. Till next video, I'm up out of here. Peace, love, gone.